What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Clinic Duke, and we are about to start something brand new. If you look at my channel, you're probably going to see a whole lot of gaming videos. I want to make this all about gaming, but at the same time I do because I'm very passionate about gaming. But I want to try to bring you guys something different. Excuse the mic quality. We're working on it. Streaming's an investment. Recording videos is an investment. Whether I blow up on this or not, don't care. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I'm enjoying doing. Though I like being in front of people in a physical sense, I do like bringing it to you guys virtually. And I try to be that type of guy that gives as much advice as possible, but at the same time learning from even the advice that I'm giving, but learning from other people. Anyway, with the first, I guess, portion of this video segment, this vlog, this, I don't know, something other than playing video games, we will be discussing various topics. The first topic that I want to talk about, and it's something that comes up often whenever I'm playing with other people, it's cheaters. So we know there are a ton of cheaters in the video game scene. Bruh. Try that again. Cheaters in video games. People say PC gaming, you're going to see a whole bunch of cheaters, and yeah, it's true. It's true. You're going to see cheaters all day long, whether it's on console or on PC. I mean, people can mod controllers just as easy as they can mod video games. Now, growing up, since probably about 7 years old, when my dad brought home a computer, didn't know what it was, and we finally started learning what it was, we have done nothing but be PC gamers. So myself, my younger sister, my two older sisters, we all grew up playing video games on the PC. We had a PlayStation, I've had a Game Boy, but nothing has kept me as entertained as a computer. And even then, if it wasn't playing video games, I was in MS Paint, making pictures. I was doing anything I could on a computer. Just a little backstory, I've been playing video games since 7 years old. I'm 29 now. And there's not been a single game that I have played where I have not seen a cheater. I might not see as many, but I will see a cheater. At first it pisses you off. Don't get me wrong, it pisses me off beyond all imagination. Why would somebody, and before I continue, they'll say they're not taking it serious, but at the end of the day, something pissed them off to the point where they had to resort to cheats. Why would somebody resort to ruining the fun for everybody? Get it? You might not be as good as the next person. You might get destroyed. Now, in this day and age, people do troll a lot harder. I mean, the community is incredibly toxic. Doesn't matter what game you're playing, the community is incredibly toxic. And I can understand to some extent why somebody would probably resort to trying to get the upper hand. I mean, we see it in sports with performance enhancing drugs. You know, some athletes just want to take it to another level. However, when we're talking about athletes versus video games, these athletes have pushed their body to the absolute max, and they feel they're not at that upper echelon where they should be, and they're getting paid hefty to do this. Sometimes it's not really up to them, it's probably their agent or their trainer who's like, hey, you know, let's whatever the conversation is between them, they're trying to get that bump. It's not as drastic though, comparing that to cheats in a video game where you're literally having an algorithm shoot for you, or you're having an algorithm control the recoil, you're having an algorithm tell you where the enemy is. Something that you would naturally need to learn to do using sight, sound, and just your natural instinct. That's all removed, and you are putting it all in a computer's hand. Just like when I tell people about cars, you will never be able to outshift a computer in an automatic. It's just not going to happen. Computer's going to perfect shift every time. You take it to a tuner, they'll even fine-tune it to where the computer will shift even better than it did before. However, you're never going to outshift a computer, just like you will never be able to out-aim a computer. But you can outplay a computer. It's pretty linear when it comes to cheats. I mean, if somebody relies on wall hacks, I mean, there's full-blown toggles where you just have everything on. You don't care, speed hack, wall hack, aimbot, whatever. But some people, you know, they toggle. Some people just use aimbot, some people just use wall hacks, some people use a speed hack every now and then. There's ways around it. I don't want to touch too much on that, but in short, just try to play smarter. If somebody's using an aimbot, clearly you don't want to be out in the open field trying to try to use cover, pop. You know, you might take a few hits, and if you have good enough aim, you might get that sniper headshot. If somebody's using wall hack, same thing. I mean, they're gonna rely on you coming out of cover, throw a flash at them, blind them, whatever. Anyways, that's not necessarily what I want to really talk about. I want to talk about how you deal with it. It sucks. It sucks just having to deal with a cheater. You can report them. Does it work all the time? That's up for debate. If you're a big streamer and it's recorded on your stream and Activision can actually look at it, they might ban them. Or Valve, you report them. It's up in the air if the person who's watching the cheater at that time in that game will decide, okay, well, he's obvious enough. There's no way to actually get rid of cheaters, and that's unfortunate. However, what you can do to deal with it besides trying to report them is just don't let it piss you off. Easier said than done, but plain and simple. Don't let it piss you off. Do not let somebody who's abusing the game, do not let somebody who's trying to ruin the fun actually succeed. It's like that bully in school. If you let that bully get to you when they call you names, if you let that bully get to you when they try to threaten you, if you let that bully get to you, you're just gonna be miserable. If you're playing Call of Duty, if you're playing Counter-Strike, if you're playing Quake, if you're playing any video game where you might face a cheater, do not let it piss you off. Just go into the game knowing full well there is a possibility, a small possibility, that there is at least one cheater in that lobby. Maybe that cheater won't ever cross your path in that game. Maybe somebody else will take him out. Maybe not. Maybe you die to that cheater. But there's a cheater. When you die, you just die. You start a new game, you go on about your day. Do not let it piss you off to the point where you start raging about getting killed by a cheater, and then you go into the next game still talking about how you got killed by a cheater. It doesn't help you. Take whatever information you learned from that scenario and let it make you better. If you died to that cheater because you peeked the wall too far, you overextended, try not to overextend next time. Whether it works or not, oh well. If you face somebody who's not cheating, there's a good chance that actually helped you. Because sometimes a cheater can point out some things subliminally. They can point out some things that are flawed in your game, and I've gotten better in some of the games that I've been playing because of the situations that I face, namely in Counter-Strike. You can get wall banged through anything pretty much. 10-inch concrete wall, you can catch a 9mm bullet straight to the face. If you take what you learned in that scenario. Now, if you died because somebody shot a bullet and it somehow just did a zigzag all up and down and it popped you 50 million miles away into the next game, there's nothing you can do about that. If you died because, let's say you were on a roof that might not be as high as the next, so you're probably right here and the cheater's right here, and you peeked your head just a little bit, wow, you took a headshot. Next time, don't peek that. Or try to be on that building that cheater was on, and then that cheater might have a harder time shooting you because then they're shooting you at an angle, which is another thing I want to talk about. That'll probably be in a later video, but just take the information, learn from it, move on. Don't dwell on it, pretty much. Do not dwell on a cheater trying to ruin your fun, all right? That's pretty much it for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, let people know. If you have other questions that you want me to possibly answer, just shoot me a message. These videos will eventually get better as I get used to my setup, because I did change a whole lot. I got the Wifi gaming computer. My gaming computer has been updated. The specs are in the description. But if you have other questions, I do a whole lot. I build computers. I mess around with my car. My wife and I's Camaro. We're going to be posting videos about, our new baby girl. As you can see, I got a few things in the back right here. You got the pack and play and the Duna car seat and stroller. We're really excited for her to be here. We've got 3 amazing boys. My oldest son is the one who made my intro, and he's probably going to be doing a whole lot of other stuff for me. I edit my own videos. I suck at it, but, it's something you can get better at. Peace, love, happiness, you guys. Hey, just like, share, subscribe.